Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Zelda Glitch Gamer,
And me, Preston Blanchett.
and together we're Nintendo X. Today we are doing a Xbox versus Nintendo, which is our brand new series. In today's episode, we're gonna test who has the better racing game, the um, the Xbox or the Nintendo 64. So, Preston Blanchett, what game are you playing?
I am playing Forza 5.
Okay, so what's the main object of this game? Is it just your typical racing game, or?
Mostly you want to just race, always come in first. You get credits, which give you abilities to upgrade cars or buy new cars. You can have crews, which you can roll around and uh, race together, and it's just a fun time racing.
Now, does this game happen to have any weapons of any sort, perhaps?
Bumping into each other.
Interesting. So, that's a darn shame that there's no weapons. Unlike the Nintendo 64 game Road Rash has, which we will get to in just a moment. Um, so is this so what do you have to do to earn different cars?
Mostly just win races and buy them.
So you win a certain amount of money based on what place you come in?
Yes.
Okay, so that's pretty similar to Road Rash. Um, now, um, well, I see that there's a lot of brand names in this in this game, which unfortunately Nintendo doesn't associate with because, well, for whether it's copyright or whatever Nintendo gets himself involved with.
Okay.
So, yeah, and the scenery in this game is very nice, but it's also, in my opinion, just a little bland for a racetrack. Not to trash your game, but there's a lot of trees and not really anyone on the sides.
Well, what do you mean? There's a bunch of people on the side that was just right there.
But, I mean, look at all that space where you. Well, I mean, like all that space before where there was, like, no one there. They could fill that with people and
They don't need people in every place, though.
I guess, but I mean, if you just want to make the scene more convincing, like in Road Rash, where there is no people, but that's because it's a biker gang trying to beat up on each other,
Oh, that's nice.
which we will again get to in a minute. So by the time Preston Blanchett finishes up this lap, he should hopefully be
I have one more lap, but we can end it if you would like.
nope, finish up. Um, I have to say that the overall design of the game is pretty good. The shining techniques are really good in this game. And I have to say, even though I haven't played it, that it does look like a pretty decent game.
Yes, it is. Just you kind of have to play like last Forza games to kind of understand how to drive. Even though this is on a new console, the controls are mostly the same, but you could actually go on to the side of the road if you don't know what you're doing.
Uh, no, the thing that I find a little, not great about this game, unfortunately, is the fact that you need to play other games to know how to control the cars in this one. Because if you need to know how to control the cars from previous games, um, it would make it harder for the player to learn how to play it in the newer game if they've never played the old ones. As Road Rash, you can pick it up and you can just get that basic moving ability knowledge from any racing game that Nintendo has put out.
Alright, we're almost done. Here we go.
So I would have to say controls confuse me a little bit, but the overall HUD of the game looks pretty good.
All right.
Any last remarks on your game?
It's better.
We'll see. Let's we'll just watch Preston Blanchett finish up the last runs that he's got going on there, and the race is complete. So now let's move on to what I think is the better game,
Hey,
Road Rash from the Nintendo 64.
Horrible.
So this is my game, Road Rash on the Nintendo 64. Now I have to say that I personally would enjoy this game more than Preston Blanchett's game, because well, it is a racing game, but it is on motorcycles where you are able to beat up your opponents, which, as you can see, is why I always claim a victory in the end. Anything that you have to say, Preston Blanchett?
Graphics are bad.
Well, you gotta remember, for their time, they were absolutely stunning. Because you have to think, for this gaming perspective, you're gonna have to think about how people would have looked at it from back then as well as now.
Great job going through that grass.
Yep, my little shortcut.
Yep, yeah.
And that's the thing about this game, this game is not linear at all. This game allows you to ramp over hills, and I will give an example. Well,
That's a nice example.
one example that people sometimes do is that they can do that to you, but let's just do an example of going over some hills here.
Yeah, but doesn't that slow you down and make you not go in first?
No, that's actually not the case.
Oh, great, there's the end.
And I will come in 4th place, but that's alright though, but at least you can get my point that you can use those hills to your advantage. The overall view for the game,
See, I like that part with all the noises.
that's another enjoyable part, is you get to listen to all the people getting hurt at the end of the matches, which gives you a little laugh. Sure, I lost, but it's not really about whether you lose, it's about how much fun you have.
Yeah.
So, if you guys think that Road Rash is the better Nintendo 64 game, well, better Nintendo 64 racing game, please vote for, please write in the comment below. And if you think that Preston Blanchett's game is better, please write in the comments below. Thank you guys. And,
Peace.
Okay,
Peace.
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 Okay, peace.